So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be live pouring the Braggot, which is a hybrid between two different types of beverage. So you can have it two different ways. You can either have it as a mead or you can have it as a beer. So there's two different ways, like I say. So the mead way is where most of your fermentables is honey. The beer way is where most of your fermentables is malt or grain, sugars and things like that. So what you do with a braggot is, so this braggot is a mead braggot. So it's got some work left over from a beer that I was brewing, and instead of just wasting it, because I literally had no room left in the vessel, I'd got so much out of it. I don't know what went on. I think I added a bit too much water at some point to try and cool something down, and then totally forgot about it, and then had way too much. Um, so we're going to be live pouring that, but I'm going to wait for a couple of people to come in first because why not, eh? But anyway, so this one is a mead version. It's the one that's got more fermentable honey than it has wort, beer wort. And you can do it the other way as well, where you have more fermentable malts than you have the honey. Uh, but yeah, you can do them in equal parts, and I think ABV comes into it as well somewhere along the line. This is 9.2, so it's not actually all that flipping strong in the grand scheme of things. 9.2 is not mega strong for like a mead or a beer or anything really these days. I really needed that. It was very refreshing. Righty ho. So we have a bottle of Braggot. As you can see, it's extremely dark. Now, was it a stout or a porter? I think it might have been a stout. I can't remember now. It might have been a stout. It was either a stout or a porter anyway. And we used the leftover wort from that to make a braggot out of it. Um, so yeah, we're going to get it poured, see what's cracking, see how it tastes. It's 9.2%. So it's got plenty of. Oh shit! That wasn't supposed to be carbonated. Whoopsie! Now it could just be a bit of off gassing. I can't see any bubbles or foam. Normally, it's not meant to hiss like that. That's normally a sign that it's carried on fermenting inside. But when we pour it, oh, bloody dog's farted. Get out, man. Get gone. You smelly bugger. I mean, look at that. It's dark as oak. Hello. Barath Gamer. How you doing, man? I hope you're good. Yeah, so extremely dark. Can't see it. Can't see through it. When you hold it up to the light, it's got like a red kind of glow to it. But other than that, it looks pretty clear, to be honest. You can't see through it like that, but if I was to shine a light through it, that might help. You might very well be able to see what I'm on about. You see that? See how it's like glowing red almost? Looks like flipping Terminator's eye, doesn't it? But yeah, so that's what the malts do. The dark malts for a braggot. Um, and you just treat it like a wine. It's quite a high ABV for. Oh no, sorry, it's not a high ABV, but you would treat it like a wine. You'd serve it at room temperature. That's my preference, though. You can serve it however the bloody hell you like. If you like it chilled, you serve it chilled. Me personally, I like it at room temperature. Beer's cold, mead room temperature. I think that's just the way it should be. Now, I don't really drink wine, so I'm not really bothered about chilling wines and all that jazz. But mead, I do like it to be at room temperature. Or to be fair, it's not even amazing. It really isn't. I don't mind being honest with you. It's not amazing. I don't think I back sweetened this because if I had have done, put extra honey in, what would have happened is we'd have lost the flavour of the malts, which ideally is what makes up the whole beverage. So you don't really want to lose that. Mm. Yeah, it just tastes like a strong beer, really. Not really getting many honey notes through it, which is a bit disappointing. Um, Now, it's not very often that I get a load of wort left over from a beer brew to be able to make a braggot. So I think next time, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to actually put more honey in to back sweeten it, and see what that does. What's up, Summer? How you doing? Hmm. Yeah, I'm not impressed, guys. Normally, the sun shines out of my arse with my own brews, to be honest. But I am my own worst critic. I am absolutely my own worst critic. If something's shit, I will say it's shit. This is borderline shit. Let's do a live. It's going to be great. Let's do some shit mead. Oh my gosh. But no, you know what, right? It serves a purpose. It does taste malty, but it just tastes like a strong beer. Doesn't really taste like there's no honey notes, which is letting it down. I love your accent, brother. Do I have an accent? I suppose I do. It depends where you're from, dude. Where you from? That would determine whether I've got an accent or not. British accent is the best. Great Britain. Yeah, maybe so. Pardon me. I like the Irish accent. I've always thought the Irish accent and the Welsh accent as well. I like the Welsh accent. To be fair, I like all the UK's accents. You know, they're all pretty unique, aren't they? Do any of you guys brew your own beverages? Beer, mead, cider? I'm going to be bottling some cider soon, actually. Cranberry cider. That shit has got some bite, man. It's like it's seriously tart. And obviously, you've got a dry cider, which is already a bit tangy, followed by a cranberries. They're just already flipping, tartars out, aren't they? Cheers. Yeah, cheers to you, man. Skol. I'm Indian, also South India, sir, in Tamil Nadu. Here, not get original alcohol branded, not available, sir. So any homemade. Oh, mate, you need to check out my channel then. You've come to the right place, dude. It is so easy to make. People, there's a stigma around it, right? People like, so when you're brewing, right? If you say you brew your own beer or your own mead or cider or anything like that, people instantly think that you're some mad scientist with loads of like, like conical flasks and stuff and all that jazz, like with things dripping into different things. It's not like that. It's this simple. Follow this. Get a bucket, sterilize it, throw loads of stuff with sugar in, add yeast. Whether it's honey, whether it's apple juice, or whether it's, you can use absolutely any form of sugar, add yeast, it's going to form alcohol. Now, I wouldn't just put sugar in, normal sugar, because it's going to taste like absolute ass. Now, that is actually a beverage, though. It's called Kilju, spelled Kilju, and it's actually Finnish from Finland. It got banned many, many years ago, and then eventually they reintroduced it, allowing them to then. I say banned, but it was actually illegal to produce. Sorry, so yeah, it was illegal. It wasn't just like they took it off the shelf and stopped people doing it. It was illegal to be in possession of it. But then they said you can do it, as long as you add some sort of fruit base to it. But yeah, check out the channel, dude. If you want to start learning how to brew your own stuff, yeah, I've got hundreds of videos, hundreds of videos. I've actually got more videos than I have subscribers. Oh. Mm. Yeah, out of all the meads I've done really recently, that's not up there with the amazing. I mean, it's drinkable. I'm going to drink it, of course, but yeah, it just needs that sweetness. I think it's lacking. I think that's what it is. Yeah, check them out, dude. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos. I always share my recipes. They're always free. There's no what's it called? Members only jargon. It's literally just an archive of my own recipes, brewed by me in my kitchen, and I share that shit. At the end of the day, I can brew something. So take mead for example, right? I can brew 4 liters minimum, 4 liters minimum of a traditional mead, so a honey mead, nice and sweet, about 14 to 15% alcohol or ABV. I can do 4 liters of that for £12.50. In the UK, I don't know what that is in dollars or in other currencies, but that is extremely cheap. In the UK, a 75 centilitre or 750 ml bottle of mead will cost you £30 plus. Now, some of that is tax, but the thing is, they don't put that tax, there's no duty tax on the ingredients to make your own. So it's a win-win situation, you know. It really is a win-win. But also, it depends what you want to drink as well. It depends whether you're into cider or hard cider. Some Americans call it, sometimes called hard cider. It all depends what you're into. If you're into wine, that's just as easy. You know, all you need to do is find some grape juice. You can literally buy cartoned grape juice and ferment it, and it will taste okay. I shit you not. It will taste okay. Same with apple juice. You can do it with apple juice as well. Um, you literally can. There's yeah, literally all you need to remember, right, is what I say in any video is sterilize, sterilize, sterilize. Get yourself a good sterilizing agent, not bleach, not washing up liquid. You need the specific homebrew sterilizing things. Otherwise, you get bacteria in there which can make it go off and it's going to make it taste like ass. But yeah, I'd recommend it. I mean, it's a great hobby, and you get absolutely muntered on your own supply. So I've currently got one beer that's going to need bottling tomorrow. That's a triple IPA. That's about 9 point something percent at the time. Last time I checked it. Um, I've got loads and loads of beer, all stacked up in my little store cupboard out there. I've probably got, I don't know, 10 liters of mead ready to just open and just have a go at. Some of them are different. Some of them are all right. There was one that I did quite a large batch of. What was it again? It was apple juice and orange juice mix. So literally store bought from the shops, apple juice and orange juice. Whack it in a flipping bucket. Throw in some yeast. Add some honey. And you got yourself a, a mead that's a fraction of the price. Obviously, the more ingredients you put in and the more exotic you ingredients. What's that little thing in the corner doing? Oh, it's love hearts. The bloody hell is that? How do I stop that? Is that something I'm doing? Am I doing that? I don't know. Pardon me. I don't know. I don't even pretend to know. But yeah, brewing your own alcohol is just such a great hobby. But You need to be patient. You have to be patient. It's doing it again. I think that's one of you, isn't it? That's one of you doing that. What was I messing around with the other day? I found something the other day. It was crazy, man. It gave me some flipping demon eyes or something. Where did it gone? Check this out. Look at that shit. Oh my god, like your own beers and mead. Or I'll come and get you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm such a child. Oh, I don't even know how to turn it off now. That's a problem. Oh, there we go.
It's all good.
Oh, piss off. Sorry, I try not to swear on here, but the flipping thing. You know, Siri, right? My watch talks to me when I don't want it to, and you know when I ask it a question, it flipping ignores me. Like, what in God's name is that? Hello, Heidi. How you doing? Cheers to Heidi. Yeah, a bit of a disappointment, but I will show you the failings as well. I'll show you when I screw things up. I'm not bothered at all. I think you should. I don't class myself as a YouTuber, right? I just class myself as a hobbyist, which I share on YouTube. So, it's not something that I want to make money off. It's something that I may make money off in the future through like ads and all that balls, but it's really not even on my radar. Um, I do it because I have found my own way of making amazing beverages, my own flavor. So you go into a shop, right? You're limited to what they're selling. Me, I can brew absolutely anything. Anything. So, for example, there was a beer that we had, me and a friend of mine. It had, pardon me, it had lychee, peach, ginger, lemongrass, and coconut. I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. And you know what? It was a sour beer, but it was amazing. The flavors were just off the sodding charts. So I brewed it. I brewed a mead, a honey wine with it, with all those flavors in. And that's going to be going into secondary soon. I've got some more videos to be uploaded. I just need to edit them. They just take forever. What's up, Sham? What does the tree behind you represent? So this is Ysidril, but it's also known as the tree of life. Certain cultures have their own representation of it, but it's not really any. Doesn't really have any real meaning. But I just really, really liked it, and it actually became the logo for my channel. So cheers. Blue, be quiet. You suddenly got 16 views down to 7. Algorithm is crazy. Oh yeah, don't worry about that, dude. I'm not bothered about views. I'm not here for views. I'm here to spread the good word of brewing your own beverages. Oh wow, that was well cool. I didn't expect it to be that cool. Ow, that one bloody hurt. I nearly swore then. It is really, really cool. I mean, that was off Timu. It did not cost a great deal at all. It just covers a massive piece of the wall. Yeah, it was cheap as chips. Yeah, the algorithm goes up and down, mate. It does what it likes. It says that there's 2 people in, but there could be more because sometimes it will say 0, but then there's people commenting. So I don't know whether that's a bit of a bug or what, but what we're on. We're going to be drawing this to the end. So normally I pour a snippet, and once the snippet is gone is when I end the live. There'll be more though. I'll be definitely on more lives as and when I've got beers and ciders. I don't really make wine. I have made wine before, but I didn't really like it. and I don't like wine as a rule anyway. There's something to do with the sharpness of grapes when they're fermented. It just makes me go, it like takes over my body. I don't like it. Um, but that said, there's a type of mead called a pyment, spelled Pyment, and they are absolutely fantastic. They are like up there with some of the greatest meads that I've ever had and brewed. I've never had a pyment that I've bought because that kind of thing is, absolutely crazy money. Crazy money. I mean, this one here, look, you get a lot of them. They're like artisan. Is it artisan or artisan? Something like that, where they're like a bit of a craft master at what they're doing. Now, I think this brewery is no longer with us. I think they ceased. I'm not sure. Apothecary Mead. Now, this is called Black Phillip, and it's a bochet. Pardon me. A bochet is a mead that you caramelize the honey before you ferment it, and it gives these dark color roasted malt flavors, not malt, sorry, roasted honey flavors, and it's just gorgeous. It's next level gorgeous. So it's got a caramelized honey mead fermented with Moroccan figs and bourbon vanilla beans, aged over charred oak. Now, when I drank that, I actually contacted the meadery because I was like, holy shit. How on earth did you make something like that? I mean, mine's homebrew. I make mine for me. I'm not selling it or anything like that. It's just for my own consumption. I give a couple of bottles out to mates and stuff, but yeah, that mate, I would definitely drink that again. But that was £30, and that's only 500 ml, which is why I kept the bottle because it cost me so sodding much. Oh, that's definitely a good meal. I mean, if I had, let's say I had like 30 odd pounds spare, I would actually buy that again. Most definitely would purchase that again. Uh, but again, you know, economy. If you do drink, so I drink. I drink at the weekends. Um, every weekend I'll have a couple of beers, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, whatever. Um, bit of whiskey, bit of mead, whatever. But I don't do whiskies, brandies, spirits side of things. No, not $500. No, no, no. 500 centiliters. So 500 milliliters, half a liter. It's in like a measurement of liquid. Yeah, and that was about, I'm sure it was about 30 odd pounds. Oh, no, actually, no, it was £25. And then the next time I went to get another bottle for my birthday, I think it was, they'd put the prices up by about a tenner. So I was like, no, no thanks. You can keep it. Right. I need to go get the kids to bed. So I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Mm. It's grown on me, but it's not the best. It's not the bloody best. So what have we got next? What's coming next? We're gonna have some beer tasting. Um, it's gonna be the blackberry sour. So I picked the blackberries from my allotment. Um, that's gonna get tasted on the 18th, I think. Um, Ray, I'm literally just off again, dude. This is my mate Ray Finkel. He's from America. He does something absolutely amazing with photography. Check out a YouTube channel called Tin Type Tailgate Tin. Fuck me. Sorry. Caught me out there, dude. You got me swearing. No. Tailgate Tin Type. Tailgate Tin Type. Yeah. Yeah, I was literally look. I'm. You know the drill, mate. I'm. That's it. Tailgate tin type. Yeah. Go check that out if you're into your photography and thing. The dude uses like really old cameras and some crazy chemical mix, and he puts. Am I right, Ray? You put photographs onto a piece of tin. That's right, isn't it? I don't get it. I don't bloody get it. That's beyond me, mate. It really is. I was watching one of your videos ages ago, and I was like, "How's that work? How the bloody metal and glass?" Ooh. I tell you what, mate. I might even commission you to do one for me. Like maybe of like the kids for my mum or something like that. Obviously, it'll cost me an arm and a leg to get it shipped over, but that'd be like one hell of a flipping. Can you do it from a digital photo that's sent to you? Or I think I've asked you this before. Can you do it from a digital photo, or does it have to be a photo that's you've taken with the specific camera? Dog's farted again. Where is he? You smelly git. He's not even in here, man. It's wafting in. Oh my god. Yeah, summer, do go check him out, man. Oh, it's amazing what he does. He goes to all these like old kind of shows and things like that where they're all dressed in like old ass clothes and stuff. And some of the pictures he took a picture of a barn, dude, a flipping barn. And because of the way that it was produced, it looked amazing. You could not get detail and is it granary? Like the in between details, you could not get that on a normal photo. If you tried, you would have to put it through so many goddamn filters. It was developed by an Englishman, Frederick Scott Archer. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. English. Mm. We are done, ladies and gents. Yeah, the braggot wasn't all that good, Ray. It just tastes like a strong beer that shat on some wine. um, I mean, I'm going to drink it. I'm not going to waste it, but it was just a bit cack. No, it wasn't the beer version. It was the mead version, so it wasn't carbonated anyway. Um, yeah, it wasn't the beer version. It was a mead version. Yeah, it did go with a bit of a hiss when I poured it though, so I did actually think it was going to be. Pardon me. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. I kept forgetting. I got this right. This flipping heck is that? I ordered some. Yeah, 9.2, mate. I ordered some beer kits, like actual kits, from Brew Day Supplies, the place where I get my malt, and one of them was a cherry, like a Black Forest Gatto stout. This came in the post. I'm like, bro, what the flipping heck is that? And then I realised I checked the recipe. It's actually two Madagascar vanilla pods in vodka is what it is. Tincture? I don't know what that is, dude. Using strange words again, Ray. But yeah, I've got that. I was like, what on earth is that? It scared me at first. I was like, oh no. This dude sent me his colostomy bag. Excuse me. And we've got some cocoa nibs as well. Unfortunately, this recipe won't be shared because it's not my own. But I'll brew this and then I'll procure something like it And then it's got some cherry puree in. But anywho, I do need to vamoose. So, yeah, it's just extracting the vanilla. Yeah, it's using the alcohol, the strong alcohol, to extract the vanilla. It'll add a small amount of ABV, but it's probably pittance in a big batch. Now these batches are actually going to be like big batches, mate. So scaling up to see how bigger batches go. I don't kind of like the idea of it, but there was a couple of the brews that you couldn't get in. Like, so what you used to do, you dropped your mic. No, I haven't got a mic, dude. Why is the audio gone? Do we not have audio? Anyway, these are going to be, so some of them were larger in volume. So normally, I can barely hear you. Oh, it might be because my phone was wet earlier on. It did get a bit wet. I'm not sure what I can do about that, dude. I could come really, really close. Right, if the audio's shagged anyway, then I might as well get gone. But I'll be back, hopefully with a phone that's flipping working. Legend Ray, thanks for joining me, mate. It's always good to see you, dude. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Cheers, man. Yeah, peace, love, and all that jazz, all that arty farty namby pamby bollocks stuff. Don't swear. Don't swear. Right, so I'm gonna get gone. I'll catch you later.